grab the hook and let's go. In this video, we're making a giant 3D lobster with movable parts. This is a cool one, so let's go. Here, I'm putting the base of it together and using my trusty glue. This, what I call crazy, used to call it crazy glue years ago, but the super glues are great. And with the kicker, it's all I use most of the time. Sometimes, depending on how heavy the project is, sometimes I'll use epoxy. It doesn't take a lot, but you still got to put on a good amount. I forgot to take a little piece off there. Been working on it. That's actually his head and his eyes. I love this print. This is a lot of fun. Stick around to the end. I think you'll like this one. It's a little bit of printing, but it doesn't take that long, depending on how many machines you use. I only used one machine at the beginning because I was just doing some other stuff at the time and put another part in. And then I started using the other machine to make the claws. I even use that glue as a filler. Put the kicker on. Now, the print has that little swirl in it that's on the bottom. I could fix that. The printer is going on 5 years old, and I could make an adjustment on it, but it's working perfect for the outer part, so I'm just going to leave it and let it live its life. I forget how many hours it has on it, but it's a lot. I have two of them, and they're, I think, over 5 years old now. And I've done nothing to them because I run the same filament in those ones. I run the PLA Plus and the white. And I only run at, I forget, I think it's 215. And I always run the plate at 30 no matter what. And I always run a raft. So here I'm putting on where the tail pieces go on. Now this has to be all put together and then shoved through the actual back itself, like the shell of the lobster. Anyone who knows what they call it, let me know. Can't remember offhand. Whenever you do videos, you don't really sometimes remember certain names, and you don't want to go So, and there it is there. It's a lot of fun. Kind of looks like a ship. And here they're putting the claws. These are the front claws. They clip in. But if you notice, I'm opening up the crab's back quite a bit. And then once all these go in, and after it's painted, then I'll glue it together. I'm going to put some tape on it. Just I want to fit everything first. I like to do that first. Sometimes I'll fit everything and then glue it right after, but in this case I want to prime each piece. And I'm going to prime it with the primer red, so that in case I miss a spot. So I'll hang them all up and I'll print them, or print them, sorry, they're already all printed. I'll paint them with the primer. But I like to fit everything up first, just in case I made something smaller by accident. I went to, you can do whatever percentage you want on the model. There he is. And the claw arms at the beginning were looking, let's try to, there was no instructions on how to put it together. I just had to kind of wing it, and you had to think about common sense. And these dowels that I'm putting in here are going to be cut smaller, but for now I want to just put them through and have enough that I could just see how it looks, and then I'll cut them to size, and then I'll actually fill in. I'll make them a little shorter so I can fill in the hole with some kind of a putty or even a silicone or something, I'm not sure, in case the dowel ever does break, which I doubt it will. I'm not gonna slam the thing around. I have another idea for this after too, which I'm gonna do. It's a neat idea. There it is. So you can even roll the tail up. That looks so cool. I love it. If you haven't subscribed to me, if you could, please subscribe. We have a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of projects like this one and other. Like, I mean, I make anything. It all depends how I feel. My channel is not just one thing. That's why it's hard to get my videos sent out to where they should be seen. Is because I don't concentrate on one thing. It could be different things, but most of the time it's animals and fish. But it could be RC cars and trucks and tires and all kinds of stuff. So here I am going, which one goes where and which one goes here? Then I'm going to cut some. Anyway, stop talking there because I know that saw is loud. Now, if you noticed, well, you're gonna notice soon that I'm gonna put some blue tape around the dowels because they'll fall right through. There we go. There's blue tape around them so they don't drop through. And again, I'll cut them to the size they have to be. This was a lot of fun to make, the print. Not only I was excited about it, put it that way. Really excited. I think it's gonna be cool. I got a big lobster trap that I'm gonna put in the museum that he's gonna sit on top of. I like the idea of the moving parts. Now, at one time I thought I had the claws wrong, but what it is like your hands, my hands, your thumb, if you look at your hand from the back of your hand down, your thumb is in the inside. So same like the finger. They call it a finger on the lobster. The crushing. It's the same as ours. And that's what I was looking at, trying to go, is that right? But yeah, the crushing one is in the inside. If you turn the claw toward there, you can see that. And when I turn it, the actual finger that does the crushing is in the inside. Oh, that's cool. Turn it around here so you can see the other side here. Look at that. And once the dowels are cut, the legs will be able to move back farther. The tail will be able to do its thing. That looks so cool. Imagine making that RC or something like that and have it controlled somehow, and the tail be able to go up like that. Tail underneath. That's how they swim. They got little feelers under there normally. I don't know if I'm going to get that detailed. Probably not, because it is a jointed model. It looks realistic, but it's not. You know it's not. But I'm going to give it a really nice paint job. It won't be in this video it's painted. It'll be in the next video after I prime everything. Here's where I thought, yeah, no, that's not right. The crusher has to be in the inside. So then I thought, yep, that's the way it goes. And you have to paint right in there with the primer, so that's why I have to take it all apart before I paint it. And paint all the individual pieces with my oxide reddish primer. And he's going to be not look like he's cooked. He's going to be look like a lobster that just came out of the ocean.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.